Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. In the last one, we finally explored this hinterland area and the Fingerstone Hill, and we got to these finger ruins of Deo. Did we go anywhere else? No, I don't think so. I think that's all we got done last time. I do think we pretty thoroughly explored it. We fought like a falling star beast here. We fought, there was an underground area with a giant hand that gave us the hand, like spirit ashes to summon. But, anyways, doing another ruin means that we could talk to Ymir now. So let's go investigate because we do
I
know.
told you once, I've no interest, I must admit. Count Emir did seem very pleased. Perhaps an exception is in order.
I think that was that maybe new?
Emir is, in our eyes, the only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night. I have spoken far too freely. Pay me no mind. Let us focus on our shared purpose, our service to Count Emir. Now, be on your way. Now.
She says a Ymir, but whatever, it doesn't matter that much. But anyways, we know that the last ruin is right below him here. So I'm kind of curious to see what he'll tell us now and how this quest is going to continue.
Hello there. I heard another sound, colored by your essence. Simply exhilarating, I must say. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now, take this. My final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above.
Ruins map third. Obviously, we could see just from that map that it shows this place. Simple old map, faded and dirty, acquired from Count Ymir, High Priest, indicates a third and final hallowed ruin, distinct from those shown on the first two maps. May you join the glimmering stars above. So we can see this building, but obviously the map does not look like that.
Oh, yes. I believe I can feel it brewing. This evening is a sign of a greater night to come.
Ooh, he does have something new. Bleeding microcosm. Pulses with a single wave disappearing in a burst. Okay, do I have all these other spells? So I think this might be the end of...
May you join the...
I don't want to ask him that quite yet, because I don't want him to leave. I want to buy that spell. Where's consumables? I need 20,000.
Oh, yes. This evening is a...
What does this even do? One of the secret hallowed rites. We still don't have the big version of this. Kind of expected him to sell it. Conjures an image of a microcosm at a foe's feet. It pulses with a single wave before disappearing in a burst. Charging enhances potency. The broken and discarded are fully willing to cling to fleeting simulacra, earning them some modicum of sympathy. Did they really have to use such complex words? Anyways, we'll buy it. We'll try it. It only takes one slot.
Do you recall what I said? That Marika and the fingers that guided her were unsound from the start? Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady. May you join the Oh yes, this evening. May you join.
Okay, so we have to get him to move somehow. See if Yolan says anything. No. So we'll go equip that spell. Maybe try it out, and then we'll hope that he has moved. These guys are kind of cool. I don't really know what I want to keep. So we'll get rid of them for now. But I did kind of like them, more than I expected to. Okay, how does this work? Ooh. That's really cool. I wonder how strong that is. How much mana does this cost? It's only 26. Let's get my mana back and then let's see if he moved. He did. We'll go talk to him. We'll talk to Yolan before, because we already know how this works.
No.
Because it happened earlier.
Forgive me. I failed you. Failed to birth you whole.
See, this is the exact same thing he said last time.
I will soon be a mother. I will give you new life. I assure you.
That's why I think it must have been a bug that he moved earlier. But my friend said that the same thing happened to him. I don't know.
Please.
Maybe it's just a common bug?
Allow the two of us this time. It isn't much.
You can't examine the stone while he's here, huh? But yeah, I don't know if it would have messed anything up if I had gone down there. I don't know if I would have been able to blow on the horn or not. Maybe I should have tried, but I didn't want to mess up the quest on my first playthrough, right? So I decided to turn around. But anyways, we've already done this before. But we've never climbed all the way down here. We just, we started to climb down. And then I changed my mind when I realized there was a ruin that wasn't the ruin we were... Oh, I kicked the tumbleweed down. But yeah, the second I saw that it was a ruin that wasn't the ruin that we were supposed to currently be going to for his quest, I was like, oh, probably shouldn't do this. So I didn't know if he'd get upset with me or something. Maybe I should have my swords out, but I do want to try that bleeding microcosm skill. Finger ruins of Metyr? Beer? I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Invaded by... Oh, Anna. So that's Yolan's sister. Well, good a time as any, I suppose. Well, that's not particularly effective. Okay, does not work very well against people running at you. Wow, her claws have slightly longer reach than I expect. Oh. Oh, I didn't get the stab. Wait, what? She just got guard broken and didn't care. What was up with that? Okay, Anna has died. Claws of Night. My question is, should I immediately climb up and try and talk to Yolan? I assume that Yolan is now going to be hostile to us. But obviously right up there is a no combat zone. But she might have left. Go somewhere else. This is where I don't really know what happens in the quest from here. I kind of knew a little bit because I was confused why we were able to go here. earlier, and I was trying to make sure I didn't break something. But now I don't really know what happens. But I did know that Anna was... Maybe that will let us make those... Yeah, the fingerprint nostrums. That's what I couldn't remember what they were called. Record of crafting, left by a student of the finger ruins. His brush was sublime, all but shattered his mind, though he was left capable enough to leave these few precious words. I have no idea if that item is any good. It kind of depends on how much it buffs those stats, right? Because if it buffs them like 10 each, that could be pretty good. If it's only 5, then it's kind of like the same as running the Marika's seal or whatever the heck that thing is called. Which I don't... To continuously lose HP, I don't know if that would be worth it. But 10 would probably be worth it. It's called a Scar Seal, right? One of them's a Sore Seal and one of them's a Scar Seal. There's a summoning pool here, huh? That tells me that we're about to fight a boss of some sort. Summoning pool and a stake. So if we interact with this... I want to slide off the cliff, but part of me wants to, like, explore. I feel like you're not supposed to go down there, though. I think if you go down there, there's no coming back, so... Yeah, well, it's probably going to be a boss, but... There is the option, should I go up first? No, I'm just going to go for it. There's no way they'd want you to go back up. Teleport? Oh. What the heck is that? I do always find these boss rooms interesting that are kind of like just vast expanses. It's like how Renala's boss fight was. Well, let's get ready for a fight. Yeah, I don't know how useful this fleeting microcosm thing is. Metyr, Mother of Fingers. I mean, she moves slow. This might be usable. She dodged it. Oh, I'm bad. I don't think I want to be locked on too badly. Oh, yeah, it's like the hand demon. I see. She's probably weak to fire, but she definitely doesn't stagger from fire. Oh, you could kind of just... Oh, that has a second part. I was gonna say you could just, like, low profile that. Ow. She's got, like, all the hand moves, but in weird directions. Oh, jeez. There's a lot happening. That's not good. Oh. Where's the stab? That was not very much damage. Oh, jeez. How long are you going to be up there? Okay. Ooh, do you have the microcosm thing? Is this going to shoot at me, or what's happening here? They just explode. Okay, okay. I kind of would like to help out Tish here. Oh, there's now hands. Oh, there is an edge to this boss fight. I'm pretty sure we're at the edge right now. No! Oh, I lost my bubble, but at least I didn't die. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, we're doing this again. Well, Tisha's dead. Not ideal, but we could still win, maybe. Okay. That with a lot of damage really quick. Not like this. Oh, jeez. Just stay down. I can't get out because I'm at the edge of the map. Okay, we made it out somehow. What the heck is even happening? Come on. Oh, I'm dead, but she's dead. Is that the end of the fight or not? Legend fell. Oh my god, we did the double down thing again. Can I even get back there to get my runes? I don't know if I could. Well, I assume they wouldn't put your runes in there if you can't get back, right? Let's. They seem to be allowing us back there, so. Okay, there's a grace. Where the heck are my runes? There they are. I got so greedy there. I just needed one hit, and I kept getting staggered out of it, and then she did the move that puts up all the explosions, and I finally got the hit in. But then I died to one of the explosions because there was nowhere to go. Where is this? Oh, the grace is just down here. Okay. Finger birthing grounds. Well, I don't really need to spend these runes. There's no way to leave here. Can I use torrent? No, I don't think you're supposed to find anything here. We'll wander out to the edge real quick. Are these breakable? They are. Yeah, it's the edge of the map. I doubt there's anything to find in here. I feel like you'd be able to see it like you can the grace. So let's teleport back up here and see how this quest continues now. Is Ymir or Ymir gonna be upset? Is Yolan gonna try and kill me? Yolan's gone. And Ymir reset his chair, but is not here. Let's go outside. So the problem is, if they're not here, I have no idea where to go. Literally not even the slightest clue how to continue this quest. Like, what now? It's not obvious to me where to go. She didn't leave, like, a note behind. Could potentially go to Anna's puppet. Black, which no light can escape. Engraved with Smith's script, enabling strong attack to launch all 3 claws at the target. The blades are only semi-corporeal and cannot be fully guarded against. Oh, that's interesting. Employ smithing arts to conjure multiple copies of the armament in both hands and throw them all at once. Follow up with an additional input to throw again. Oh, these aren't really claws. They're like daggers wielded as claws. Okay. Then we got Remembrance of the Mother of Fingers. Metyr hewn into the scatter tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. The mother of all, 2 fingers, and finger creepers was in turn a magnificently gleaming daughter of the greater will, and the first shooting star to fall upon the lands between. So yeah, I have no clue where to go. Potentially we're gonna have to look it up. But I have one idea that I want to test. First, we're gonna go back to the round table hold and see what this remembrance can give us. Because all of his stuff has been, like, intelligence stuff, so it could have something good. Also, do we have any new equipment? No. Alright, what do we got? Staff of the Great Beyond. It does int and faith. Staff fashioned from the tail fingers of Metyr, the mother of fingers, and the microcosm raised aloft over the crux they form. Catalyst for casting both sorceries and incantations. That's actually kind of cool, but it would probably have lower damage if I used it. The mother received signs from the greater will, from the beyond of the microcosm. Despite being broken and abandoned, she kept waiting for another message to come. And what else do we have? It's a colossal striking weapon. It's actually very low stat requirements. The head of Metyr, the finger mother, wielded as a weapon without modifications. From within the center of the fingerprint that wrinkles the creature's foremost protrusion, a tiny wart-like eye gazes vacantly into the beyond. Unique skill, cow towers... Or co-towers? I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Resentment. Skill performed as a violent bow using a finger's foremost protrusion. Resentment builds as it is forced. Is it bow or bow? I think it's bow. Resentment builds as it is forced to bow, making it explode with anger. Hold button down to further increase resentment. Okay, so I mean, if I was gonna grab one, it'd probably be this, just so we could cast incantations then more easily. But I imagine the... It does say sorcery scaling, which is odd, right? Do seals? Yeah, seals say incantation scaling. I doubt that it's gonna have this much sorcery scaling, right? As my Regal Scepter. So it would just make all of my sorceries worse, but make it so I could cast some incantations more easily. I think it's probably better to just not worry about that. So, now, my one idea... Oh, we need to go to the Shadowlands. My one idea of where to go is this place, the Shaman Village. Because it connected to this where Anna was. Otherwise, we probably need to look up how to continue his quest. Because they did not give me any hints. He's just gone. And unfortunately, because of the order that we did things in, because I couldn't figure out how to get to here for so long, we've already explored the entire map. So, like, naturally, you might finish his quest, he goes somewhere else, and then you naturally get there later and find where he is. But in this case, since I've already explored the whole map, essentially, I don't really want to explore everything again. I went this way just in case he might be up here. So we're looking for either Yolan or Ymir. I feel like it's more likely that we will find Yolan here if we find one of them. Could you... I know this would be kind of rude. Okay, you can't destroy this tree. Oh, I missed this before. I think we came back here, huh? Golden Braid. Boosts holy damage negation by the utmost. Oh, okay. So instead of having the, like, great shield, we just have this. A braid of golden hair cut loose. Queen Marika's offering to the Grand Mother. Boosts holy damage negation by the utmost. What was her prayer, her wish, her confession? There's no one left to answer, and Marika never returned home again. So this is here instead of the Halig Talisman. All the others were just like Bolt Drake Talisman +3 or whatever. This one gives us the Golden Braid. Alright, well, we'll keep that in mind that now we have that. So as far as the lore for those ruins goes, though, I guess, like, this is the lore, right? This Mother of Fingers, who, because that one thing said that she also received a message from the Greater Will. The mother of all two fingers and finger creepers was in turn a magnificently gleaming daughter of the Greater Will and the first shooting star to fall upon the lands between. So it's like she's the mother of the two fingers, which is the thing that talks to the Greater Will. But she's also a daughter of the Greater Will. And she received a message from the Greater Will and was waiting for more messages from the Greater Will. I guess that's the lore. The heck is this? What is this? I think these are just vines, but they look like poorly drawn ropes. Yeah, I can't believe I missed that item earlier. Even with how thoroughly I explore, I feel like my method of exploration actually leads me to missing things like that pretty often. Because I think I explored everything, but I end up, like, just leaving out a little segment where there was something important. So as we quickly approach the actual tower, I no longer think we're gonna find Yolan up here. There's a chance, but I thought we would have found her in the village, like looking for Anna or something. That's generally how these things go. A bit of Anna. Some random animal just died. Oh, I didn't roll, but I don't think he could have made it anyways. So anyways, That was my one theory. Good thing we went back there. Because we did find something important. I guess I should probably just walk through this whole building just in case, but... that kind of eliminates my theory. I feel like there's a very low chance at this point. I mean, I guess she could just be at the base of the tower. That might also make sense. Even though you can't actually get to Anna from down here. Could be possible that she's around the Grace. Also the option that I should repress the button on the chair. And try and get down there again. What's wrong with this Grace? Oh. The heck? It's like I was in combat or something. I guess I should try all my theories before I give up and look it up, huh? Okay, they didn't like magically come back or something. What is this kid's name? Yuri. It doesn't... I don't think that gives me a hint. Let's try pressing this button again. Maybe... oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
You've wounded Count Emir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
I wanted to let her talk. Okay, so yeah, we did have to do that again, huh? That's cool. It's kind of like waterfowl, like a mini waterfowl. So at least this seems to continue the quest. I don't know if it'll tell us where to go. That was not entirely obvious that you had to do that, though. Okay. I'm just gonna heal. Probably not necessary, but... she has, like, almost the dark hand.
Star, a fine mother. You will be.
Is there gonna be a boss fight now?
Grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother.
Count Ymir, Mother of Fingers. Was that a boss fog before when Yolan was here? Can I summon? I cannot summon, alright. Am I gonna have to fight Yolan again if I die? These are tanky. Tankier than the other ones I've been fighting. He's just using that teleport spell. Oh, hello. Okay, I should probably get rid of the ads again. Oh, that could have killed me. Get him.
Forgive me, Yuri. Truly, I desired to be your mother.
we got all of Ymir's stuff now. And we got his bell bearing. I wonder if it has anything else on it. The maternal staff, high priest hat, high priest robe, high priest gloves. So, that might be the end of his quest, but it is not the end of Yolan's quest, because obviously we still need to be able to get her stuff. But I don't know, we'll have to reassess, because we did actually make some progress. So we'll probably give this to the Twin Maiden Husk, see if it gives us anything new. Soft and well-tailored. Conceals the abundance of squirming beneath. Gold embroidery decorates the purple cloth with a jeweled ruff that sparkles like a flower wet with dew. Circular design at the top represents the greater will and its lightless abyss, imparting increased intelligence and arcane to the wearer. Though Count Ymir instructed R'hllana in the sorceress arts, he abandoned his allegiance to the moon. It was merely the closest of the celestial bodies, nothing more. I can't wield this staff. It requires arcane. It boosts finger sorcery, which actually I really like the finger sorceries, but arcane's the only stat I never leveled up. Also, the sorcery scaling on this thing is garbage. Staff of Count Ymir, who made himself a mother of fingers, carried for want of tail fingers of his own. Enhances finger sorceries. The crystal ball, though representative of a microcosm, would not receive any signal. So how do we continue? Because now it's awkward because we already went to the shaman village and that was not the right place to go, but now I almost feel like I have to go back. Again. Let's reset the area first. Maybe Yolan will just be here. Oh, I should also check. How good is that helmet? And this is the Helm of Night, I think, is Yolan's stuff, right? Where would it be? Would it be up or down? Probably up. Right, we have Gaius' stuff. I never put this on. Does this look cool? It does kind of look cool, but it doesn't, like, the neck doesn't line up with the gear that we have. Where is it? I thought that was it. That was not it. Here it is. Okay. How much does it give? It seems to give 1 intelligence and 1 arcane. That's not particularly good. Also, it doesn't look very good. Alright, let's see. Is Yolan around here somewhere? Oh, it's a no combat zone again, and there's Yolan. So now we could probably do the grace thing, right?
Count Ymir, the stars, the sky. I see them not.
Okay, unfortunately, it's been so long that I don't remember which one does which. But we can figure out by finding it in our inventory, because there's 2 of each, and we've used 1. So whichever one we used is the one that gives you the... I'm pretty sure the Grace... Yeah, the Grace is the one that gives you the Spirit Ash, and the Iris of Occultation is the one that gives you the weapon. It should be. Should I look it up and check? This actually, I probably should. Just to be positive that I'm not, because I want the weapon. But if we did take the Spirit Ash, you saw where we visited Anna, you could take the Spirit Ash to Anna, and I think you combine them together. And you get a different Spirit Ash of both of them. Iris of Occultation. So, Cathedral of Manus Metyr. After accomplishing the whole finger questline for Count Ymir, Yolan will be dejected. Give her this item to get her weapon, Sword of Night. Okay. Let's go click on Yolan real quick. And maybe I could tell you more better what the other iris can do. So, if you speak to Yolan after defeating Ymir, obtain the Iris of Occultation or Iris of Grace. Give one to Yolan, make your way... Oh, okay, so we still have to go back to Anna either way, I guess. Lockout conditions. Oh, no, never mind. You can't go back to Anna if you do this. Well, that's lame. Hold up. Let's make an educated decision here then. Let's... That tells me where. So choosing the Iris of Grace will reward you with her ashes. If you have completed Count Ymir and Yolan's questlines before you fight Mesmer the Impaler, you may summon her to help with Mesmer. Oh, that's kind of cool. We might just summon her then. Could also use her summon to help you against the 2 tree sentinels in the hinterlands in Scatterview. How is that useful? Because you have to do that area before you could complete her questline. Maybe her sign was somewhere and I just didn't see it. You may also head to the top of Roboth's Rise and reunite Yolan and her sister, Anna, to obtain Yolan and Anna. So you interact with the puppet body of Anna at the secret top part of Roboth's Rise while in possession of Sword of Night Yolan. To acquire the spirit summon... okay, yeah. And then to get Anna's puppet body afterwards, you must come from the Scatterview side. Closest grace would be the hinterland and head to the shaman village. There you will find a pathway. Yeah, bleeding. Where you will be asked to combine the spirits together, claiming the spirit summon of both of them. Okay. So we could do that, and that finishes up her quest line. I don't know. There doesn't say there's any dialogue for doing it. It just seems to give you a different summon. And you can also apparently undo it by talking back to the body. And apparently this summon also got buffed at some point. But anyways, how good is the sword? Because I only want the sword if I can actually make use of it, right? If I can't actually use this sword, then there's, I guess, no reason to do that. What does the sword scale off of? It does magic damage. It seems to scale off of dex, and that's it. Which is not particularly good for me. They apparently removed the requirement of int on this weapon. Weapon skill Witching Hour Slash, which is what I think she did during the fight. Am I actually going to use this sword, though? Like, I have no way to tell how much damage this sword is going to be able to do for me. It does do bleed, apparently. The fact that it doesn't scale at all off of int makes me think that maybe it's not that good. But it's so cool. I don't know. I actually do not have a good answer for you of which one we should do. The thing about it is, if I wanted to use it, I would probably want to pair it with another katana, right? Where are my katanas at? And I have all the katanas in the game, I'm pretty sure. Here they are. We have 2 Uchis, we have the Nagikiba. We have the Serpent Bone. Obviously, probably one of the int scaling ones is going to be the best for us. The Starline Sword was int scaling, but it was kind of like a shorter katana, so I don't know if I actually liked it. So Moonveil's probably the best bet. But then it, like, comes down to, like, which one am I actually wielding in the main hand? Am I using the shadow one or not? I'm really torn here. Because part of me is like, I should just get the ash and then reunite them and then use that ash because it would be cool. But I don't know, since that ash obviously got buffed a few patches ago, it must have not been particularly good. And the only thing they buffed about it was, I think, its health. So if it's not particularly good, then maybe I wouldn't even use it at all. But am I going to use the katana at all? Kind of hard to say I'm going to use a dex scaling katana when my dex is 22. Because it literally doesn't scale off of int at all, and there's no way for me to change it to scaling off of int. That's such a tough decision to make. Because I really want the weapon, but it seems like it's useless to me. I could change my build, I suppose. I'll think about it. We still got some time. So I'm gonna take some time to think about it while we go fight this boss. It's like, what else do we have? We just have that boss and the catacombs. Which I guess we'll save the catacombs for next time. And depending on how long that takes us, we might be getting into, like, Mesmer and stuff. But let's delete this. And let's go fight this boss. Maybe I won't even make the decision of if I'm going to use that sword or not right now. Like, obviously, story-wise, it seems nicer to reunite them. If the ash sucks, I would be a little bit disappointed, though, because then I probably am not even going to use it. Is it evening? Let's make it morning. Also, in both of those areas that we explored, no fragments. At least not that I found. What would I want to do? Oh, I want to pass time. Till morning. Oh, who can we summon? Dane. I didn't see his summon sign before. I definitely activated the summon pool. Let's summon him real quick and see if he does, like, a gesture or something for us. I might take him into the fight. Usually when I summon someone for the fight, I kind of try and throw the fight. Or I don't try very hard until the summon dies. He didn't do a gesture. Could you force them to do gestures? Like, what if I did the, this, May the Best win? Because he fought me the last time I did May the Best win. He should have at least done it back. That's lame. I suppose I'll take him inside and see what happens, huh? What is this? What the heck? Romina, Saint of the Bud. It's a weird scorpion centipede thing. So she obviously is gonna have... what, I can't remember what the health scalings are, but she has like 150% or 175% HP because we have a summon. I won't summon my Spirit Ash until Dane dies, probably. And we'll just give it like a... I won't try too hard, but I'll give it a little bit of effort. She's so weird because she's like a double-sided boss. That reminds me of the double-sided boss they had in Liza P. Ow. Oh, she does Scarlet Rot. I should have predicted that, actually, huh? Not predicting that was probably a huge mistake. Oh. Oh, jeez. Just bad dodges at the moment, huh? She doesn't... maybe just because it's phase 1, I assume there's going to be a phase 2. But she doesn't do a whole lot of Scarlet Rot. Like, I'm not in danger of getting rotted. She's really hard for me to get more than one hit on, though. Also, Dane seems, like, quite useless. Ah, that actually hit? That's not good. Oh, okay. That's not the kind of move I was expecting. You know how I said I wasn't in danger of getting rotted? Actually, if I had been hit by that, I would be, but since I didn't get hit by it, I guess I'm okay. I'd like to at least get to phase 2. My weapon is not very good against her. Oh, okay. Like, the range is just bad. Okay, this is phase 2. Okay, I'm gonna get rotted. Yep. What the heck is happening? Dane, I don't suppose you want to, like, do something? Okay, so now we know that the phase transition is gonna get you Scarlet Rot if you're close to her. So we could be more prepared in the future. Okay. And it's just, like, so weird because her centipede pushes you away. And so I'm, like, never close enough to actually be able to hit her. Oh. No! Well. You know, we might have had a chance to win if I had hit that. But now it's not looking good because I'm out of healing. Okay. Well, that was a good way to ruin the rest of the fight for me, I guess. Okay, hello. No! There's not gonna be a good time to do this, is there? Okay, I'm dead. You know, if she does have 175% health, even if she has 150% health, she would have been dead. Anyways, I'm not gonna use Dane again. He seemed kind of useless. I just wanted to give him a try, but his moves did not do a whole lot of damage. We probably want Scarlet Rot resistance. Which one does what? Poison and Rot is this. That should make it a lot simpler for us to not get any. Wait, how many runes did I just drop? Did I just drop like 600,000 runes? I should have gone and bought all those magic bolts first, huh? I think I just dropped 600,000 runes in there. Let's pick them up. Surely she doesn't just, like, kill me. Yeah, I just dropped 600,000 runes. Okay, she is very weak to Tish, by the way. It's funny because these, like, these bosses and units that are all about, like, essentially blasphemy, like, which is what the Church of the Bud is, are very weak to faith. Oh, I missed that dodge? Oh, that was bad. Uh-oh. Okay, combining our knowledge of knowing to get away and having the extra resistance to it wasn't even really a concern that we would get rotted there. Okay, there's a little bit of chaos at the moment. I'm stuck in a corner. Yeah, I mean, I'm hardly doing anything, right? Like, Tish is essentially soloing this boss. Tish has done so much damage, it's actually out of control. I find myself with no stamina in this fight, like, ever. Well, that could have gone worse. I know those butterflies never seem to hit me, which I guess is lucky. But oh, she's just dead. Another legend, huh? Didn't expect that. Oh my gosh. I have 1,000,000 runes. Remembrance of the Saint of the Bud. So yeah, I mean, if you want a summon that seems to be good against a lot of things, I mean, I guess Tish was good against a lot of things in the base game too, but in the DLC, she is very good against a lot of things as well. Like, her damage is just out of control. The thing that I always thought made her good was, like, her movement makes her better than most other summons in the game because she actually dodges some things, whereas most summons just don't. But her damage on certain enemies that are weak to faith is just so high, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I have 1,000,000 runes right now. We've killed 2 legends and just held on to the runes, and we killed a boss in the middle, which was Ymir. Can I use Torrent? No, I cannot. Just checking the boss room, but I don't think there's going to be anything in here. Oh, we should read the Remembrance. Oh, right, we also had the Bell Bearing. Forgot about that. Remembrance of Romina, Saint of the Bud, hewed into the Erdtree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a greater. Yeah, I need to stop reading that. After the church was burned to the ground, Romina discovered a twisted divine element which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rot. Perhaps then the buds might find somewhere to gain purchase once more within the scorched remains. Why is her picture like all black? Like most things, most remembrances are kind of the color of the guy, but she was like bright pink. But her picture is all black. So there's some of these stones. Oh, I guess they're just all over the place. I was thinking that it was like a grave or something and we could interact with one of them, but never mind. Okay, let's see what's on the other side of this. So I was thinking that there might be some Erdtree fragments over there. Can't use torrent over here either, though. We're just gonna explore. Make sure we don't miss anything. This still is a really nice area, this whole ruins zone. Get a better look at that over there. Not really a useful look, though. Doesn't tell us anything more than what we could see earlier. Okay, what about this other side before we approach the obvious thing? The red is kind of permeating through the wall there. No, they didn't put anything on the outsides. That tree branch over there looks kind of weird, huh? That's just me? That one tree branch right above my head. That one particularly looks like something. I can't tell, because it's kind of like, it's at the render distance combined with the fog. I think it's just a tree branch. But I suppose we won't know until we actually get inside the Shadow Keep or whatever. Examine ceiling tree. Are these people or are they statues? They seem to be statues. Okay, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Could be an elevator of some sort? The ceiling tree obscures the tower in shadow. It cannot be burned without Mesmer's kindling. Oh. So this is the place you have to go to unlock that. We need Mesmer's kindling for that. Then what the heck's the point of this? The chalice. Huh. Okay, well, we know we gotta come back here at some point, then. So, all we got left to explore is the catacombs, huh? And somehow we're missing 6 Erdtree fragments and 3 revered spirit ash. Which makes me believe that I must have just missed them. There could be some in this castle, to be fair. Could maybe be some after Mesmer. Possible that some are in this catacombs, but we kind of talked about that usually only spirit ashes in there, or like revered spirit ashes in there. Not fragments. So yeah, I mean the catacombs is it. Let's bell bearing and the new remembrance. Want to check both of those things out before we wrap it up. Start with the bell bearing. It might just have all the same stuff that he had, but it might add something to his inventory, because there is still that one glintstone nail spell that we never found. Elberg Shop 5? I guess that's because if you would... There's a bunch of merchants in the game that I could kill. Maybe they would take up all the other bell bearing shops. Yeah, there's nothing actually new. I have all of the spells. Before I purchase, I'm gonna go check out if there's anything that I need to spend money on at the Remembrance. I'm surprised we didn't get to interact with that even after killing that mother of the... what was its even name? This Mother of Fingers. Okay, so she's kind of earlier on the boss list. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. So we could get a halberd. Pole Blade of the Bud does Scarlet Rot buildup. There's not very many weapons in the game that just give Scarlet Rot as a base. Does require Arcane, however. Weapon of Romina, Saint of the Bud. A scarlet glaive with a dangling bud-like blade. Attack causes buildup of rot. Once in the crumbling, burning church, Romina held the bud in speechless silence. That bud would become her blade. Unique skill, Romina's Purification. Imbues Bud Blade with scarlet rot butterflies before unleashing 2 large sweeping slashes. This was once considered a sacred act of purification. Interesting. And then what's the other one here? Looks a lot like Melania's spell. Requires 33 faith, summons countless butterflies to scatter rot. Summons a myriad of butterflies while performing a gentle twirl. The butterflies break apart on contact, scattering rot and setting off a chain reaction. The scarlet butterflies are as the goddess of rot's wings, bereft of a master. They were soothed by Romina, who reached out to them. Huh. It could be cool, but I can't cast it. I don't know if maybe I should change my build up. The problem is rot is kind of gimmicky, right? You're just trying to inflict the boss with rot and then kind of run away. Because usually, like, if a weapon inflicts rot, I imagine this weapon isn't particularly strong. Because one pop of rot could be very valuable to your strategy. Are there any halberds that might be cool to use it with? See, the other weird thing is like these two things don't really go together. Even though they both do rot. This one requires 0 faith, and it requires arcane, whereas this one requires 0 arcane, but it requires faith. So you're going into 2 stats that don't help. Like, one stat doesn't affect this, and one stat doesn't affect this. But it could be cool. I want to check my list of what halberds we might have. Where are halberds at? Oh, I gotta be all the way to the left so I can actually see. Axe, great axe, hammer, flail, great hammer, colossal weapon, spear, great spear, halberd. Okay, here's halberds. Oh, the spirit glaive. That's int though, so it probably wouldn't go very well with it. The commander standard. The pest's glaive. Yeah, I wonder if dual wielding glaives would be cool. Well, halberds, but Loretta's war sickle is another int thing. But, like, this would be faith, but again, the halberd is arcane, not faith. So I imagine you just pair it with something that just is strength and dex, because you're not going to find anything else that scales off of arcane, unless you do a status effect. Because status effects are affected by arcane. You could either take like these vulgar malicious saws and do the bleed, or you could take something else and imbue it with like poison. Like, what kind of imbuements can we do that are relevant to arcane? Ashes of War. Go just find a random one of those halberds. So these are the only ones that can actually be affected. Which one's like the best? This one just does 2 more damage. Slash and pierce or standard and pierce. I don't know what the difference is. I assume standard is the one where it does like the down attack first, which I really don't like. This is just pierce. This is standard and pierce. The pest glaive is significantly lighter, but gonna do less damage. Like, what could I imbue this thing with? Oh, we could check this. The pests. The poison flower bloom. Just does poison. Oh, I wonder, is frost affected by arcane? I actually don't know the answer to that. I assume it would be. This does bleed. Does frost. It might be because I don't know how good this move is, but this move seems cool. This is a cult, which just gives it arcane scalings, which is also an option. So, like, if I was gonna do this, it only gets poison if I actually pick poison. If I pick a cult, then it gets arcane scaling, though. It does get arcane scaling, I guess, with just poison. Just a little bit of arcane scaling. But the damage just goes down across the board. But that's maybe just because my stats suck. Because I don't have any arcane. And I have low strength and low dex. So, like, my scaling is pretty bad. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Might be better to go with blood, but if you could do poison and rot, if the moveset was good, I think it's very dependent on if the moveset is good or not. And if they actually do a reasonable amount of damage outside of the afflictions that they're providing. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go buy a whole bunch of great bolts real quick with my 1,000,000 runes. Or should I just run around with 1,000,000 runes and then risk losing them constantly? I would do that because it'd be funny, but I think I'd just get more angry than anything, so I think I'm not going to do that. I would just be annoyed if I lost them, even though they're not really worth that much to me anymore. That's only half of my runes. I guess I could spend the rest on, like, glove warts and stuff. More smithing stones. I literally have at least, like, 20 of each of these. And I have hundreds of each of these. Let's get one more of these so I actually have 20. And then let's just buy like 10 of each of these. And then maybe I'll consider leveling up some ashes. But anyways, yeah, I still haven't made a decision on what to do with Yolan. If anyone has a suggestion, I'd be open to it. Yeah, there's pretty much, we spent essentially a million runes just now on random garbage. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I'm considering changing up my build, but I don't know what to change to. Which actually, I want to know... Oh, I did this wrong. Hold up. First, I want to check what the moveset of that new halberd is. There's a chance I use it just to, like, completely change up my playstyle. That might be a bad idea to change up my playstyle right before we start fighting the difficult bosses. Especially if something's not affected. So this is slash and pierce, so it would actually go well with the pest glaives. I kind of want to check what the moveset of two halberds wielded together is. Otherwise, maybe I'll change my build up, but do I really want to not be able to cast spells anymore? If I go for the katana, then, like, I would not be doing very much damage unless I actually boosted up my dex, right? Staying with 22 dex is not going to be a good idea for that, because I'm just not going to do any damage, and it's just going to be, like, lame, right? Like, I'm just going to be using essentially a bad weapon for no reason. Do I have 2 pest glaives? I do. Might as well put this on. It's the fastest way to get to halberds. I don't know how far down the list they are. There's still only 2 scythes in the game? I can't believe the DLC hasn't added a scythe yet. Maybe there is one and I just haven't found it yet, but I would have thought that there'd be more scythes. I think there is one more scythe that maybe I didn't get. I think I don't remember... For some reason in my brain somewhere I remember that there's a scythe that I couldn't get because either I did a different part of the quest or something. But anyways, I'm surprised there's not more scythes. So the slash is not that bad. I like it a lot more than the basic halberd move. Which, if you're wondering what I mean by the basic halberd move, I'll just equip this even though I can't wield it. This is what you do with the basic... Oh, this is not... What? Is this one only... No, that's standard. Hold on, maybe... That. Okay, that move I don't like. I don't like the stabby one either, mind you, but... And my question is, because obviously, apparently, this, even though the moveset is called the same thing, sometimes it's different. See, this one does that. What if I do this? Ah, Loretta's is just special, I guess. So, for all I know, that other one could be like Loretta's, or it could be like this one. But what do you do? That seems pretty good. It seems like meaty, too. Like, it might do a lot of stagger damage. It's a good jumping attack, too, actually. Which is... I haven't been using jumping attacks because my current weapon is not that good jumping. But this is a good jumping attack. I think. It looks kind of weird. Assuming that it actually hits in front of me, even though the blade's kind of split, then it's probably pretty good. It probably does heavy stagger damage, and you could probably put on that jumping charm. But anyways, yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for what I should switch my build to... I mean, I would still like to be able to cast spells. Because I kind of have my build set up as like a jack of all trades, but like heavy emphasis on intelligence. But we could switch it up. Or I could just keep going. Like, it's not like I'm not using a DLC weapon. I am using a DLC weapon. Problem is, if I use the... What are my other katana options if I switch to just Dex? I could use this. This could be kind of cool. This one would obviously have magic scaling. But I could also use like the serpent bone and do that deadly poison, which could be kind of cool. Could use Nagi Kiba because it's really long. Could also get the Hand of Melania if I want. I think one build I did one time was use Nagi Kiba and Hand of Melania together, which was kind of fun. Could just straight up use the Uchi. Rivers of Blood doesn't really work too well for me. It's because I don't have Arcane, but if I switched my build to having Arcane, I guess it could be okay. Like, use Rivers of Blood and the Shadow Katana together. That could be a cool build. Because the Shadow Katana does do bleed, so it would scale off of Arcane in that way. And then we'd mainly just be going for Dex. I don't know. I'll think about it. I have like a week to think about it, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. Oh, I didn't actually equip my weapon again. Otherwise, we might just maintain the status quo of using what we've been using. Which is, I guess, a new class of weapon, right? We're using the light greatsword. We never found any more light greatswords. I know of one more light greatsword that I would maybe be interested in using. Which we've actually seen it because it's Letta's light greatsword. But anyway, I guess I'll keep us in the round table in case we change our build next time. But I think that's going to do it for this one. We killed actually 2 legends today, which is kind of cool. And then we also finished Count Ymir's quest, and we kind of have Yolan's quest in limbo based on how we actually want to finish it out. If I knew that one of the like, I don't know how good the sword, and I don't know how good the summon is, and I don't know how good the combined summon is. If I knew that one of them was good, I would probably just pick that one. But I don't know anything, unfortunately. All I know is that apparently the combined summon was patched to have more health at some point. So it was probably not good. But it could be good now. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this one. We got some thinking to do. But hopefully you enjoyed 2 legends felled in this episode. So we did some good boss killing. We got one more area to explore. And then we probably are going down the boss gauntlet. So next episode could already be Mesmer. Depending on how fast those catacombs go. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.